Previously on Deadbeat Dungeons and Dragons.
Should we hit the town?
So you find yourself in the heart of a bustling night market.
Should we all get our faces painted?
Face paint, face paint!
Oh, you should get my face on your face! Huh?
Surely you have investments you're saving. You've been working for 50 years, so...
I actually invested a lot in a new type of magical currency.
The finest pixie dust you ever did see. Oh, you're a pirate. Oh, yes.
Ooh, that's quite tasty. I'll just send a quick message to Bradicus. Bradicus, we'll just buy the cake stand.
Were you in town? We heard the call. To arms?
Boys, I think we might have a couple spies in our midst.
I feel woozy.
Is this how you die?
I'm just so glad to have you along with us.
I'm not coming with you guys.
Well, we all have the same tattoo now.
No, I'm saying we need to lock the door because someone watches me sleep. Residents of lobby, is this the milkman? Open the door.
By order of the Painted Gate, you three must come with me immediately, or your lives will be forfeit. Kia ora koutou. Hello and welcome to Deadbeat Dungeons and Dragons, the only D&D podcast where the setting has daddy issues. I am your dick dastardly dungeon master, Zed Moore. And with me, as always, are three handsome heroes. First up, we have our tabaxi fighter, Rachel Anastasi.
I can't believe we swindled that guy into giving us the thing.
And our human wizard, Tom Jarvis.
It's me, Bradicus the Innocent.
Oh, yeah?
What did you do?
And finally, our Azamar warlock, Torben Klausen.
Oh, I forgot it was an ASMR.
Yeah.
More like an ASMR.
Nice. Putting the ass in
Sweet
it.
Asima.
On the ass.
Ass.
Yeah.
I really went like
ass.
RNZ radio producer for that one.
How do you feel about that?
Sweet,
How do I
sweet
feel about
ass.
that? I feel okay about it.
You shouldn't.
Yeah. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great.
So good.
I'm really prepared.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got your character sheet?
Yeah.
I love that.
And it's not third level.
No.
It's fifth level.
Of course.
Ooh.
Yeah, why would it be third level? You
I don't
guys
know.
aren't that level. You're fifth level.
No, we've never been that level.
No.
I'm kind of jealous that you've already used up one of your misfortune situations.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm in the clear.
Yeah. I mean,
Where-
actually,
Yeah.
that's why I was cheering when you got that, because then I'm like, you've only got one left. Like,
Yeah.
and
oh.
I feel like you might not die.
There's
because we,
also
you know,
no possibility that
because
it
of
could
certain
be,
histories.
could come up in a potentially dangerous
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, I don't think
And,
so.
and that,
None at all.
I also, the idea of, I don't even want to put this in the world, but the idea of a nat 1 death save
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
a nat 20 would be
Not-
truly so juicy.
Not good.
But we
actually.
got that tattoo with it. It was all worth it.
Oh, it's so
Yeah,
worth
you
it
guys,
for the
I'm
tat.
gonna every time. You guys are gonna feel the sting of your tattoos every time you roll a nat 20 and it becomes a nat 1.
I'll just use the tattoo to teleport out of danger 30 feet away.
30 feet away.
Genius.
Oh god. Well, speaking of,
Gnome tat.
let's let me
Let you what? Zed?
let me do the recap since
No,
yeah.
actually.
so we can bloody get into it and get crack-a-lackin'. So last session, you explored the wild streets of the party palace, indulging in all manner of fey fancies, but none so exciting has the matching tattoos you all share.
Fuck
Not
yeah.
gonna be as exciting. I don't know. The face paint was up there.
Face
That
paint
was
was
good.
got a lot of stuff out of the face paint, but the face
Yes,
paint's
it
gonna
was.
disappear eventually, it'll rub off.
No.
Whereas the tattoos are eternal.
no,
I'm
the
never
face
washing my
paint.
face.
Yeah.
You could go and get tattoos of the face paint on your faces.
Oh, I love the idea that these people who are arresting us or escorting us or whatever that Zed's about to say. See that segue, Did?
Obviously, I'm
that
innocent.
they are confused by who we are once we have normal faces. And they're like looking at you like, were you a tiger? Who's this? They can't tell.
I
Purse my lips and they're enthralled.
So last episode, the Illumignomy
Oh yeah.
was born, and all will cower and run in fear at the sight of their once per day 30-foot bonus action teleport.
Okay,
broken.
we should all agree now that we have to use it all at the same time or not at all.
That's never going to be
agree.
useful then.
It is a weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
You also, you're in initiative. That's just never. You would have to be out of initiative.
And we all need like strike poses.
only time that-
absolutely. We need to do a cool team unite pose.
The only time that's useful is if you're like
We
trying
all
to
hold
cross a
action.
30-foot like gap or something.
Girls
We all
versus,
hold
like,
actions
Power Rangers?
Okay.
until we're ready to go.
I'm 3 bullet points into the
Sorry, I'm
recap. Okay. During the night, you picked up several new trinkets, including a magic hat, a potion of speak with animals, pixie dust, piercings of sending, and slippers of spider climb. Bradicus made some pirate friends named Scar, Violent, and Riot, and along with Lobby, they went to grab a quick drink
My
at the Spinning
pals.
Eye, a door that opens into any random tavern in the material world. In a turn of events, the poor pirates didn't even get a chance to rob Lobby and Bradicus, because as you opened the door to a tavern filled with military folk in red coats, looking out onto a harbor filled with warships ready to depart, the most senior-looking officer asked if you were mercenaries, to which Bradicus answered, "Yes."
Yes.
A nat 20 insight check later, and the tavern was in a mad scramble to capture and torture these clear spies. Before daring escape, Bradicus grabbed one of the steel rods inscribed with runes. The gang ended the night with a fireworks display sitting on the roof of Lobby's apartment, ready for a rest after a very long and hectic day.
Oh, well needed.
In the night, you felt the presence of Estelar watching in your dreams.
Oh.
Not creepy at all.
No.
Not
It
for
was
our Andy.
really
He knows
comforting,
that feeling.
actually.
Yeah. You guys
was-
felt good. I mean, you know, you guys did wake up feeling stronger than you did going to bed. And you also awoke to a knock on the door and a woman in gold armor, a tabard, and a blindfold. "By order of the Painted Gate, you 3 must come with me immediately, lest your lives be forfeit." And that is where we are now. And yeah,
the pigs!
The freaking cops here.
The coppers are here.
what's who? Wait, who
Bradicus
is this?
scrambles to the window.
Yeah,
the
Bradicus
night
scrambles
door.
to ask Lobby whether it's illegal to have pixie dust.
Wait,
Just tries to
Run to the bathroom.
do you go to run? You're gonna run?
Sure.
As you're running, Lobby is like, "No, Bradicus, wait, no, don't run. You'll only make things worse." Okay, everybody roll initiative. If you're gonna try and run.
I certainly am. Ooh,
21.
21, awesome. Okay.
10.
13 for me.
Okay,
It's
cool.
okay.
I'm in a dressing gown. Answer the door.
Webb, yeah, you are first to act. You just see Elandi at the door, and you hear the voice. You kind of see these people in gold armor, this like woman with the blindfold, and then you just see Bradicus just starts booking it up the stairs. But these individuals don't seem to necessarily have reacted yet.
I like to imagine, this is just a little headcanon for me, that Alandi's like a slightly tired morning dad. He's got his cup of Joe in one hand.
Dressing down.
Bleary eyes.
Yeah.
Scratching my
Yeah,
head. Yeah.
scratching a little bit of like morning, what's it called?
5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, but it's like more than that because it's been a whole night.
Morning stubble.
Yeah, morning
Yeah.
stubble. Yeah.
Every day I wake up with a mess of like 5
a
o'clock
full
shadow.
breed, a full beard is
Yeah.
what I meant to say.
Full 7 o'clock.
Now,
shadow.
also something to just remember, bear in mind, is that none of you are wearing like your armor or anything like that.
yeah.
Oh,
You're-
no.
No, Bradicus is naked to the waist. As he scrambles out of the.
There's a much like better way of saying naked to the waist.
to the
You could say topless. I'm so afraid
naked
with
to the waist is more impactful.
I like that.
think.
That's impactful.
Silkenweb, you get to act first. Would you like to act, or are you just going to see how things play out?
You just turn around to see Bradicus climbing out of the window.
Yeah, you see Bradicus like sort of making to go towards the window. Just like tripping over the first stair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tackle Bradicus.
You're gonna
Nice.
Yeah, so I tackle Bradicus because it's not gonna him going anywhere isn't gonna help anything.
I'll have you know that I'm incredibly athletic.
okay, yeah, roll a
Yeah.
contested. Well, are you gonna resist?
yeah, I'm not gonna get
Let's
caught
roll
by
that
the
20
fucking
now,
pigs.
Rachel.
So athletics for you, and then you
Okay.
can do athletics or acrobatics.
Ooh, 7.
7. Oh yeah, higher than a 7. That is
go
a 19.
You like go to rugby tackle, and then you just like hop, like you're just
so slippery.
so slippery. You're too oiled up, too sweaty.
You'll never take me alive.
Lobby's like Bradicus.
No, just
I
here.
look at Silkenweb with a look of like profound betrayal. The wet eyes. You too, Silkenweb.
Hey,
Were you on the inside the whole time?
Bradicus, they're not here for you. They're here
don't know
for
that.
all of us. The real question is, are they here for Lobby? And then we can be mad at him if they're not.
I'm still trying to escape.
So that's the
are you still drunk as well?
Bye.
Are you still drunk from last night?
Vicious hangover.
Oh yeah.
that's the phase turn.
What?
They are going to.
They got higher than a 13?
yeah, funnily enough.
Impossible.
They are going to hold. They're going to hold their action, but they are
They're just gonna
preparing.
watch.
Yeah, they're just going to watch. They're preparing to get involved, but it doesn't. It seems like the majority of you are compliant. That after that is the Fate Inquisitor's turn. She is going to.
The Fate Inquisitor?
Yeah, she.
What?
She's going to cast a spell. You don't see it, but that is your turn, Bradicus.
Dash.
You're gonna dash. So
Dash.
you get to the you run up the stairs, and yeah, you get to the balcony. The spell she cast was fly, and she is like hovering there in front of the window of the balcony. She says, "Please don't make this difficult.
You'll never take me alive.
You have nothing to fear unless you're a bad little fucker."
Me? I'm innocent. And then I turn around and start running the other direction.
Yeah, of course. Okay, that is Lobby's turn.
You
Lobby,
can't prove anything.
Lobby is
Wow, we're like, what did you do?
Lobby
Go
is
last
like
night.
Wow, yeah, because we don't know that you did that thing. Huh?
Oh yeah, that's definitely what he's running for.
Lobby is naked to the waist as well.
Oh.
And
See, that just sounds nice.
he is he's sort of waking up.
Which way is he naked to the waist?
In which direction? Do I have the bottom half and he has the top half?
Ooh, I know which one I prefer in this
It's
situation.
just Lynn Hank.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-year-old.
Okay, so yeah, he's going to he's going to run up the stairs towards you, and he's just gonna be like, Bradicus, it's okay. Just I had to go through this as well. Like it'll probably be fine.
I love the probably.
He's just gonna try to convince you. He's not gonna do anything with his turn.
How many in our times in university, how many times did Bradicus successfully peer pressure Lobby into taking drugs?
Like at least a few times.
At least a few times.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bradicus knows that Lobby's taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I look him dead in the eyes and I'm like, I'm on a lot of class A's right now.
That's fine.
Are they going to arrest you too?
That's fine. They don't care about that here.
Are they going to arrest
They're
you?
very pro drugs in the
gonna arrest
face.
you, Lobby?
They're not gonna arrest me.
Good, take this. I hand him the pixie dust. I can't be
Roll
caught with
sleight
this.
of hand.
Again, ask him if it's illegal.
Dude, it doesn't matter. It's the principle of it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Actually,
What is it?
It's a 24 sleight of hand.
24 sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You how do you want to do this? Like you get them up to him super seamlessly.
I give him a hug and I be like, if I'm going away for a long time, I'll miss you. And I'm gonna slip them into his like back pocket.
He's caught up in it. He's like, I'm gonna miss you too, man. I'll come and visit you. I'll try and sneak you in noodle packets.
And a
Back
shiv,
pocket
maybe.
or back pocket?
And a shiv.
I need it.
I'll slip you a shiv. I'll slip you a wand. That's Elandy's turn.
So who's at the door?
So there's these two keepers at the door. These Fey in this like gold armor. And they're standing there, sort of just blocking the door.
Okay, and am I aware of what's happening? I just saw Bradicus run up.
Yeah, you
run
saw
away.
Bradicus run up, and then so you saw her fly straight up into the air.
Okay.
And then you heard doop, 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 up the stairs, and then you heard doop, 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 down the stairs. And you can see the stairs are kind of open, like you can kind of see pretty much everything that's going on.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be right out, and I'll just close the door.
They're gonna put a hand out to try and stop you from closing the door.
That's a bit rude. I'll just close the door.
Please, no, hang on, sir.
I'm not even dressed. I'm naked to the waist.
Do a contested athletics check. You do have the gauntlets of ogre strength, so you're.
Do I have them on now? Do you think?
Oh, true. You
when I
probably
say-
weren't. You wouldn't
I
sleep
mean,
with them.
I
No.
feel like you should use diplomacy, but I know it's your turn.
Oh shit! Can I use persuasion? I'll say, look, I haven't had my coffee yet.
Well-
we'll be out. I promise.
You,
I know you're right. I'm shutting the door.
you're shutting the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
6.
So they don't necessarily look particularly strong. They look more like lithe. But you go to try to pull the door. They just sort of have a hand casually against the door, and like you can't, like it's just not moving at all. They're like,
Grasp with
please,
2 hands, clearly straining.
please, you're making this so much more difficult than it needs to be.
Start resisting.
He's a resisting arrest.
Webb, that's your turn. What would you like to do?
I grab my armor and using my spider slippers, up onto the ceiling and
Okay.
get dressed on the ceiling.
Okay, sure. You go up on the ceiling and you start getting dressed on the ceiling. The blood is rushing to your head. You start to feel, your vision goes red.
yeah.
The keeper's turned. They're just gonna stand there, just sort of holding the door.
They're gonna try.
Yeah. Thank
and
God
that-
none of us are resisting arrest.
And that's the Inquisitor's turn.
I'm just getting dressed. Man.
Bradicus, do you look like you're gonna go easy now, or are you still trying to run away? You see her like hovering, like she hovers through. It's very intimidating. Just like she has this long silver
Imperial
sword.
March is playing as she like
Yeah,
floats
it's-
down the stairs towards us.
Her sword is like
The light is like emanating from behind, so she's just a silhouetted form.
yeah. She has this tabard that looks like a tapestry. It's sort of like ripped and has all this like writing on it, like illuminated text.
Sword is like grating along the floor.
Yeah, the sword. It's like Sephiroth's sword, so she has to be in the air for even to be able to hold it because it's so long.
Jesus Christ. With this portent of doom hovering down towards me and having successfully palmed off my drugs.
I'm gonna visit you, man.
I'll go down strong.
I'll hire a lawyer. We'll get Estelar involved in this. He'll protect you, man.
We'll win the court case.
He loves
They
drugs.
have nothing to prove. They have nothing on me. I turn around. You have nothing on me.
It has come to our understanding that the three of you have acquired Fey knowledge and intend to return to the material realm. We must judge your fates before that can be allowed to happen.
Oh, my fate is fantastic.
I'll be the judge of that.
Well, maybe I already know.
Now look, what say we do this the easy way? And Lobby's like, I had to go through a similar process when I first started working here. This order doesn't really like people going to and from the Fae so much.
Well, I might have to go through this process anyway as part of employment, and you as well when you get started here, Bradicus.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I'll use. Can I use sending? I just want to send a message like, "We'll run at the first opportunity. we'll get out together, guys."
Me, I just go in my ear, I try and talk, right? I'm just like,
Can I have 2 eggs over easy?
Come
Maybe
on,
some hash browns?
do you want pancakes?
You guys are just sort of standing there silently, like looking at each other.
looking at each other.
Can, who here has the lowest wisdom?
Me?
Who do you think?
She is going to cast Detect Thoughts on you.
Oh shit!
My thoughts are pure.
Oh, that's like the most powerful spell against Bradicus. This is so fucked.
So many incriminating
No,
thoughts.
all you have to do is just think about skateboard tricks.
That
be
is
fine.
like the minute he recognizes that she's trying to pry into his mind, that is his like go-to strategy.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
Oh yeah.
Ollie.
It's not wisdom, it's
only-
intelligence.
It's an intelligence save.
That's so rare.
He's way better. His ability to like think about skateboard tricks is really good.
She is going to probe. She's going to probe beyond. So, yeah.
Yeah, she's probing in. Okay, she gets like the surface thoughts of "fuck, I can't be caught with drugs on me. This is gonna be really bad."
And
Like those are his surface level
Yeah,
thoughts.
yeah.
Really incriminating
Just
thoughts, just
sweating.
like at the top.
yeah.
She doesn't even have to dig. They're just
Yeah.
like all right there.
God, I hope they don't find the bodies.
Roll an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah.
Gladly.
Go, go, go.
18.
Oh, nice.
She just gets the surface thoughts of all this incriminating stuff. I can read your mind. Don't. Look, we're not.
Surface thoughts change immediately to Ollie's.
Oh, that's impressive. All we need to know is that if you do not cooperate, you will be severed from the fates, and that is bad.
That's dead, right? I feel like that's dead.
Oh,
I
so,
reckon it just means we don't owe any of that fate shit anymore.
Huh, you
so
could
you
be
have
right
been
about that,
stolen
Bradicus.
are you going to tell our futures?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, wait, you're not
Wait,
going to
that's-
tell us, are you?
do you know about the Candle Man?
I'm going to do a little. The Candle Man?
The Candle Man.
You're referring to the prophetic visions that you were shared.
Oh yeah, you know about those.
The man weeping around wax
Yeah.
candles.
Gifts.
Yeah.
Jackal pierced with arrows and
Yeah,
a
the-
half-eaten feast.
the
Yes,
gifts.
this is
The big gifs.
this is the Fey knowledge to which I am referring to.
And you can give us more information about that.
No,
Oh,
my order understands there are consequences to knowledge, and knowledge that exists in a realm of dreams is not necessarily meant to be carried over into the material realm, especially by those who wish to cause grave harm to the world.
Oh,
Oh, well, that's not us.
that's not us.
No, we are.
You've got nothing on me.
She's wearing a blindfold, but she sort of turns her head to you.
I mean, kind of.
I mean, yeah, fair. But
Kind of speaking for the others here, but I mean, I just thought that those things might just pertain to Estelar, and we were just gonna go back onto our own mission
Yeah.
in our world and just try and do what we were gonna do, and it wasn't gonna be relevant to us. We're like, oh, that's okay, interesting. Not about us.
Yeah.
If that is true, then you have nothing to fear. And she smiles at all of you. Please follow me now, or I will be forced to execute all three of you.
Oh my god. You're gonna Jeez, really?
And she starts moving towards the door and gestures for you to follow.
Well,
I
we
get
need to
dressed
get. Can we
first?
get dressed at least?
You have 4.5 minutes to get dressed.
4.5. We haven't even had breakfast. I was gonna make bacon and eggs.
Lobby is like, I'll quickly whip you up some bacon and eggs. Just.
It's just like
Okay.
a
I
really...
want us to be walking down the street eating like, like a paper cone that you get fries in, but like of bacon and eggs. And after we've gotten dressed, we're
I
like,
kind of
"Ooh."
like the image of a really chill montage where we're just going around our morning routine, like
Yeah.
really slowly, birds are chirping,
Yeah.
and there's just these like police officers at the door just waiting
Yeah.
patiently.
And the timer goes off and she just comes in and just slices your heads off.
Wait, do you want coffee? Do you want coffee? You two over there, do you want coffee?
You see, they kind of look, they like, their eyes dart to their boss and they go, oh, no, we don't,
Cornflakes?
All right, two
No, but then
coffees.
as you start making coffee, they start like
Yeah.
Uh,
And your milk and sugars, I know, I can tell just by looking
I
at
mean,
you.
if a coffee was made for me and it had 2 milk and sugars in it, I wouldn't be mad about it.
Oh, okay. We'll see what we can do about that.
Lobby's like, yeah, just get dressed, get your stuff together. I'll make you guys up some to go food.
Yes.
Cereal for me.
Bradicus, you remember, Lobby is like a terrible cook. Lobby, it's like, I'm actually quite a good. I'll make my special omelette. You see, he starts getting.
I don't really eat breakfast, but you two, you'll love it.
A bit of cardamom,
I don't think you're meant to use whole
a bit of
cardamom.
star anise.
What?
with eggs.
He's like got all these like whole spices.
None of them are ground.
He's got this. He's
all
got this
whole.
hat on.
He's got
He puts a chef hat on and an apron. that
Is
says,
he wearing any
"Kiss
other
the
clothes? Did he
mage."
get dressed? Did Lobby get dressed?
He's just got an apron on over his
Boxes?
bare body. Yeah.
I can taste the prestidigitation in this food. Like, really, it gives me a headache.
It's like
Too much
the
MSG.
the omelet is like burnt on the underside, but then like watery on the top, like not fully
God.
cooked.
Such a high
Predicted that.
temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
no.
seared eggs.
You guys get dressed, get ready, and
Bradicus, like, weirdly goes to the bathroom multiple times during preparations. Like, he keeps like putting on an article of clothing, patting himself down, looking really shocked, and then like running to the bathroom. There's a very distinct flushing sound almost immediately.
there's water because there's water coming out from underneath the.
So many
Lobby's like,
plastic bags.
Bradicus, are you breaking my toilet?
I want Lobby to collect everything because it's not flushing and just stick it in a box. And then he sees them later. He's like, "Here's your wet drugs, your toilet drugs." I want Silkenweb to like just like crack 2 raw eggs directly into her mouth and just eat
rough.
those.
Awful.
Yeah.
I hate
Wow.
that.
That's
Yeah.
good.
That's better than that
That's
omelet.
awful.
You guys head out, and in the street, there's a set of it looks like patio furniture. Like if you go to like a really fancy like cafe, there's like beautiful like raw iron like chairs and table set. 3 chairs on one side and 1 chair on the other side. The Inquisitor gestures for you all to take a seat.
Just right is this just like in the street?
In the street, yeah.
Is there a privacy curtain? Because I don't want other people to see my fates getting judged.
You notice that there's nobody around the street. The street is empty.
Oh.
Oh, have you called in the street off for this?
Yes, sort of had to get a permit. That's why it took a while.
You called the whole street off.
Wait, how much planning went into this? We only decided to go to lobbies like 7 hours ago.
Yeah, who snitched?
Lobby's neighbor, who's like watering their bushes, looks menacingly at Lobby.
Remember your rights. You don't have to say anything.
Especially without your legal representative
Exactly
in
right.
attendance.
Before we get started, could you tell us what the consequences are if you find that we can't leave here with those fates?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I will execute you.
You're going to execute us?
In the street?
Yes.
Oh.
You don't have like a private executing place or like a...
A courtesy curtain?
yeah,
For the
courtesy
execution.
curtain, yeah. How do you just like cut our heads off with your sword?
I will sever you from the fates.
Oh.
That sounds like a scissors situation.
See,
yeah.
that's like
That seems fine.
that's like saying unalive.
You will have no
New logo
more
for
fate.
TikTok.
When you say sever us from the fate, you mean you're gonna kill us so that we're not gonna participate in fate anymore, right?
Please sign here.
Well, just say kill. Like, I know you're protecting yourself by saying, I believe
I
in
never
you
said
just-
kill. No, did I say kill? Did anybody say kill?
You said execute.
Does that mean that
Execute
we're like
could
just
mean
kind of like
execute any
undead?
sort of task, and the task just happens to be severing you from the fates.
Well, that's
I mean, you did say specifically execute you.
Yes.
Mhm.
all right.
You're looking at me so unnervingly.
We can sign.
all right,
Silkenweb,
take a seat, please.
uses the earring to
yeah.
to send to the other two.
You guys, if I die and you guys don't die, I have a really big stash of snacks. And I'll send you a mental image of where I put it.
Most of the
there you go.
snacks. Oh, they're all dead rats.
Oh, this is a whole bunch of dead rats.
You're welcome.
I think
Thinking of you, my guy.
Thank you, but I'm okay.
You see Bradicus and me just making like this disgusted face.
you see she is telepathically. Those snacks are mine.
She doesn't know what they are.
She doesn't know where they are. She's late to the conversation.
I have a bead on the location for the snacks.
Wait.
Repeat.
She's got it.
Are you in this call?
snacks.
She's in this call.
They're
This is
tapping the
cool.
wire.
I have hacked into the piercings.
Hello, Johnny?
These piercings
No,
suck.
wrong number.
They were only 100 gold. She's going through your receipts.
She's just. She's looking through all my receipts.
That's like the price of a common item. So you guys all take a seat,
I
and
check mine for wire first.
you check yours for a wire. You
Yeah.
don't see any wire.
Yeah,
Seems
there's
clean.
no like recording devices or
There is a
anything.
guy with a massive bulky camera in the
That's
bushes.
fine.
Yeah. Cool.
He's just a voyeur.
Yeah, this elven woman, tall, with this beautiful golden breastplate. She sits down opposite the three of you. I'm going to perform a spell. I trust that you will not resist, or, as we know, you will be severed from the
Killed.
fates.
Killed.
Oh,
Killed.
No,
Killed in cold blood.
severed from the fates.
murdered. Oh,
In the street.
Brutal fashion.
Stop sweating. It's what it is.
You seem disturbed by it. It's almost like you've created a mental barrier.
I am morally in the right here.
for slaughtering us.
And
You're just following orders.
so
heard that before.
she touches the table, and you feel her casting this spell. I'm going to assume that you all allow the spell to happen.
No, I refuse.
You refuse?
Yeah.
Do we know what spell it is? Or
This doesn't seem like a harmful spell.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna resist.
yeah, I'll allow.
You're gonna resist? Okay. Roll a charisma saving throw.
Charisma, another one I'm not bad at.
Yeah, you're getting the good saving throws.
I'm getting the good ones. It's not that great, actually. It's an 11.
Okay, so it
12.
fails. So the same thing happens, but it's yeah.
I'm like gripping the chair.
Yeah, you're sweating. Like for you guys, it's sort of just like a chill
Casual.
experience. But yeah, for you,
He's
it's
just
like
not stressed. He's real stressed.
going into the matrix.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
He's so tense.
Got that look.
My mind is a fortress.
With its gates unbarred and unguarded, she overpowers you mentally. In psychic time, it takes it's like this day-long battle
The
of
sun
wills.
passes
Yeah.
overhead multiple times.
But for everybody in real time, it happens in a blink. So first, all you see is this bright light. It's like staring into the sun. Like everything just goes white, and then slowly that light fades until the only thing that's left is the darkness. Each of you, her, and this web of golden threads that look like silk catching like an evening light. And you are sort of in this space with these threads connecting, and they connect each of you, and you see them moving kind of off into the darkness in all directions as well.
Gosh.
Wow.
Right.
I did this?
Did you?
You did this?
I did this.
That's awesome.
You, Bradicus, in this space, you do feel weirdly connected, and it feels familiar to you. It's the same kind of magic that you can feel when you use your portent abilities, when you sort of divine the future.
I look at everyone like wide-eyed. I think the tab from this morning kicked in.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Are you seeing
Bradicus.
what I'm seeing?
We are.
Yeah. Did you steal from me?
I don't think so.
Did you take some of my drugs?
Did you eat the omelet? Are these weird eggs? Because, I had some of those eggs,
Oh, it's egg poisoning from Lobby's shitty food.
You feel, you burp a little, and you can
Faded.
taste a rotten egg.
Oh.
Our order understands that every individual moves through the fates, making decisions that could lead to near infinite outcomes. However, these outcomes can nearly always be categorized into two broad paths. In your simple language, you may equate it to good or evil.
Was it getting something from the bag? Oh, it's a deck of
What?
cards.
It's a deck of cards of some
Oh.
description.
It's tarot.
It's
Fuck
tarot
yeah, it's
cards.
tarot.
I am going to read each of your fates. She turns her head towards you, Alandi. She concentrates. She materializes out of the air a card and places it down in front of you. Could you describe the card for the audience?
Oh, I see an old man in a throne with sheep skulls. I think, sheep skulls in it. And he's in armor, and he's wearing a crown and holding a scepter. The Emperor.
She
Still has a crown, huh?
Is that like the ultimate dad?
Super
dad.
She
Dad of all kingdoms.
She looks at you. Curious. You walk the path of the Emperor, the father. And everything else melts away. It's just you and her now. And these threads sort of like branch off in different directions. But you can see off in the distance, suddenly illuminated, are these two massive statues. And you see the threads seem to mostly arrive at these two different locations. You provide for and protect those closest to you. You have experience and expertise. You lead with a firm but fair hand. These are good things.
They're all fishing things.
But
Fishing-based proficiencies.
interesting.
Fishing-based
So she
things.
materializes another card, the fish.
Your fate is in the sea.
I want her to like make the Emperor one like eat the fish. Yeah.
But this path, and you see, there's like this statue of you, like standing there, proud, like leading other people, helping people grow and learn. And she says, but this path may lead to a darker destination. And the other statue is illuminated. Andy, you see yourself sitting on a throne of fish skeletons.
Oh no!
That's like the most brittle throne.
Like they're tiny and they jab into you.
Andy, you're sitting there. You have this crown. This is evil Andy.
Yeah.
Andy, there's like a quarter people around. Somebody is currently being tried for a crime. Like, what do you say to them?
Evil LND.
Yeah, you're evil Andy. This is you watching yourself in the vision.
Oh, I'm not a big fan of that.
You see, immediately his head is chopped off by a sword. The vision,
So cash.
the vision fades, and yeah, you see yourself seeing that.
Oh my
What a
god.
What a dire portent.
I would never do that. I've never said that. You have to believe me.
I've never said that.
You must convince me that this fate is not yours. Roll a persuasion check. Roll a charisma check.
Do I still have the face paint?
You do.
Oh yeah! Your convincing butterfly face paint.
Yeah, and this is, I will say,
Before you
this
butterfly.
is, I'm going to allow it because I think it's funny, but this is less of you actively persuading her and more of like a raw force of your personality, who you are as a person.
Definitely think the face paint still affects that.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, so,
Maybe-
yeah.
It's the confidence boost.
It undercuts the evilness of
So
LND.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
it's
got like
gentle, it's
faded
pretty.
face.
I will allow you to roll with advantage.
Okay. Yeah. 17.
17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
That's pretty decent.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah, I would never do. I'm more like that good version. And you see the good version of me see something bad happen. And he's like, not a big fan of that. That's me. That's so me.
That's so me.
Not that other guy.
It's giving a Landy.
She turns her attention now to Bradicus.
It's true, I did flush all the drugs down the toilet.
I wasn't-
admit it.
I
Take
mean,
me away.
I know. I don't care about the drugs. Lots of people do. Do you think I'm going around executing everyone who does drugs?
Yes.
Well, only in my spare time, but I'm on the clock right now. Just no. I assess far grander crimes.
Hey, Cap.
She looks at you and she goes to read your face. She touches this strand of light between you. And as she does, she says, now that is very interesting. And you feel this like push and pull of the same kind of energy. And you can tell that she is kind of reading your abilities as like a seer as well. She goes, my, that's rather rare. You're somewhat of a diviner yourself.
Oh, that would be the drugs.
The drugs.
Yes.
Interesting.
Or the gnomes.
You connect.
To the gnomescape.
The gnomescape.
Go, guys!
Go, gnome escape.
Gnomescape!
We all teleport 30 feet away.
You guys,
We're just like slightly further away.
yeah, you
in the
guys
dreamscape.
just like fall off of the stool, like the chairs. You guys,
We're free!
I'm going to be generous and not count this as resisting. Please come and take your seats again. It says,
Oh, okay.
it is rare to find someone who is able to tap into the fates, but sometimes I've heard stories of those who are able to do so with the help of certain substances. You don't walk the same kinds of paths as most, but you, like all, walk a path. And your path
My path's really cool.
is the Fool. And she places down a card. Tom, would you like to describe the card?
She's reading you.
There is a boy, a lad of golden hair, standing on a cliff, and he has a cool little satchel over one shoulder and a rose in his hand, and he's being joined by a little dog. Honestly, he looks like he's vibing.
Yes.
He's having a great time.
You walk the path of the Fool, and you see these two statues arise out of the distance. You are on the outset of your adventure, about to take your first steps into the unknown. You are free-spirited. You must embrace the unknown and leave behind fear and doubt. These are not necessarily bad things, but a fool can be reckless, and a fool can be manipulated. And you see a vision of
None of that
yourself.
sounds like him at all.
You see yourself in these jet black robes, standing on this hill next to what is clearly a tyrant.
Sick as hell.
Surrounded by soldiers and overlooking a city that is under siege. The tyrant clicks their fingers, and Bradicus raises his staff, and meteors start to level the city as the tyrant smiles.
I knew I could do it.
Yeah, is Bradicus in the vision just like stoked?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He looks at the tyrant and is like, "Did you see that?"
And you see all these soldiers around are just like, they just look sick with like just the sight of this reckless power.
I bring doom.
As soon as the spell is cast, somebody comes and they like put shackles around you and
Lame.
like drag you back. And then this siege continues. What does the Bradicus, the real Bradicus, how do they react to seeing this?
Couldn't be me. I'm too cool to be shackled.
Convince me.
I do a sick kickflip right there in front of her. Could a guy that gets shackled do that?
Roll your charisma check.
Can I make a
And
performance?
I will say, I was, because you are connected to the fates, I was going to give you advantage anyway.
Ooh, that's fun.
Does that mean
I don't even need the face
you don't-
paint.
You can't double advantages.
No, it's
right?
just super cool, is what it is.
Right.
Rolling
Can
with
it be
advantage.
performance?
No.
Aw.
Advantage makes you so scared because of the fortunes that we've spent. Like,
Oh yeah,
more likely to get a
We'd
nat
love
one.
a nat 20 to pop up here.
Oh, yeah, this would be a bad time for a nat 20.
22.
22,
Nice.
incredible.
It is a sick kickflip.
She turns to Silkenweb now.
She's like,
Wait, what was-
all right.
what was the good Bradicus vision?
Good Bradicus.
Oh,
You didn't tell us.
so you see, I mean, you don't necessarily get a vision of it, but you see this statue.
It's just like a slightly like 10 seconds into the future. It's him doing the kickflip in the future. Nice.
it's just that's the best outcome.
Yeah. The best outcome is in about 20 seconds you'll do a kickflip and it will be kind of cool, I guess.
The positive statue is just sort of you as a part of a council of people, and you're creating these grand and insane works, things that other people wouldn't dream up, ideas that only a madman could come up with.
Kind of cool in
but
that
they're world changing.
Yeah.
And she turns to Silkenweb.
Listen, I'm going to be upfront and tell you I've been planning some revenge, but I don't have a target specifically yet. So I don't feel like that's really bad.
Revenge.
Just wanted to get that off my chest.
You walk the path of strength.
Oh.
She pulls this card and places it in front of Silkenweb.
Whoa. A maiden with a wreath of branches maybe in her hair and an infinity symbol above her head. She's wearing white. She's got this garland of flowers around her waist like a belt, and she's like either opening or closing the mouth of a lion.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like a wrestler? She's wrestling.
It's really
a lion.
hard to say what's happening here, but the lion's kind of like, what are you doing?
And they are a little bit abstract. So
The lion's upset,
what's
I think.
happening is that she is.
Am I the lion?
She has wrestled. No, you are the lady who has wrestled and sort of calmed the lion.
It feels like a confusing analogy, though. 'Cause
Okay.
She's a cat.
You're
So
right.
It's almost like
she
cat-
rearranges.
It's a cat and a person, and I'm a cat person.
She rearranges it to be the opposite, so it's a lion opening the
open
mouth of
the mouth.
a woman.
That's better.
That's more like
I'm a
it,
little
yeah.
bit out of touch with the ways of the of the material realm.
Kind of racist.
My bad. No, I'm not admitting to any fault. I'll sever you from the fates for that.
No! Bradicus turns to dust.
Wait, I didn't do anything. He's just really old.
Spontaneously combusts.
Cum dust. So she says, you walk the path of strength. You have endured and will continue to endure. You are compassionate. But strength can be dangerous if it is left unchecked. And you see a much older Silkenweb kneeling in a field of bodies, panting and covered head to toe in blood. It's pretty metal, honestly.
It's metal as hell.
All of our bad
Battle
vision's
me.
so cool.
So metal. Look, I just want to be clear. There's a disclaimer. Just because these visions occupy a very objectively cool aesthetic doesn't mean you should aspire to. It's sort of a.
I want to be a guy that calls down meteors. That's awesome.
Well, that's you could still be that, but
I mean,
just
I kind of like how I'm not bleeding. It's other people's blood is what I'm liking about this image. What else have you got for me?
All the
And this is the
people,
good one, right?
all the people are labeled as like person who gives to charity.
yeah,
orphan.
exactly.
Political cartoon.
Yeah, it's like a political cartoon. It's like satire. This is
And she's just got capitalism written on her or something.
With a big flag, like planting it in someone's chest.
there is something else here, and you see that there's a strand of light. Your fate is tied to someone else who has drawn the attention of our order.
Oh.
Oh.
And she shows you a scene in a forest.
Oh.
Twilight filters through the trees, illuminating dust as it falls. The trees are as wide as houses and covered in moss and lichen. The bark has a strange texture, and you realize it's because the trees are made up of books. They're essentially bookshelves.
Whoa.
An enormous man kneels, reading from a tome, surrounded by the smoldering bodies of elite warriors. They look very similar. These warriors look similar to the ones that were escorting the Inquisitor. It's like gold armor.
Oh, shit.
He has a braided ginger beard and dragon scale armor. He is tall, very tall, and has pale runes covering his skin. His eyes dart across the pages before eventually looking up and making direct eye contact with you, Silkenweb. In this moment, you feel an overwhelming sense of rage. You know deep down that this man took something from you, and you hear the voice of the Inquisitor talking as this vision goes on. This man broke into our library and stole the location of a divine beast. He then traveled to that location and wiped out the village protecting it. As she says that, you see flames and you hear the crackle and pop of trees burning. He has yet to find that divine beast, but his existence is still very troubling to our order. And the vision goes away. She's sort of sitting there looking at the three of you.
I have questions. So many questions.
I don't understand why you would have questions.
All seems
Am
very
I
clear.
in that image with the guy? Or is that just another thing that's on like the other path of my fate, or like a string that I'm attached to?
What I showed you is something that has already happened. That man broke into our library, which is the forest that you saw. We keep our books and tomes of knowledge encased in trees. He somehow was able to enter, we still don't know how, and find a very specific tome, the location of a very specific creature. We believe that he is a paladin of a god named Horan, an ancient hunter's god who has been trapped for a long time, but draws their power from the sacrifice of a hunt. We believe that he would most likely gain enough power to free himself if a divine beast was slain in his honor.
Hunter's god. That's what those dudes worship. What are those dudes? The
Lodge.
The lodge.
The Lodge! How long ago was this?
Oh, this was quite some time ago.
Would you say more or less than 14 years?
A bit more than that, yes.
This is my target.
Do you know where this man is?
I suspect we're going to find him in the amber vines.
Let me just say, you see that she ends the spell, and you guys return to the Fae. She stands up. She says, "For one, I have deemed that you are all, well, relatively imbecilic, to be quite honest, but
Rude.
unlikely to cause grave intentional harm to the material world.
Oh, now I want to.
However,
Now maybe I will.
I will ignore the knowledge that you have gained if you are to," and she smiles a little bit, "sever the fates of this particular individual."
Sorry, I don't understand what you're saying.
This particular individual?
You want to
No,
Oh,
the
that
one,
particular
the
individual.
one who stole potentially world-ending knowledge from our order.
Oh, so you want us to kill him?
Listen, as long as
to hunt down and execute this. I mean,
Listen, you're
ultimately a thief, not even a murderer.
Deal, I'll do it.
you're free to do whatever you will. I am not going to sever your fates. You have proven to me to not be a danger.
Oh, that's
However, it would be in the benefit of the world and particularly the interests of the Order of the Painted Gate if this man no longer is connected to the fates. And she like touches her nose.
I'm reading you loud and clear.
I
Alfie
still don't
lady.
quite understand.
I think it's a PG
And
like
Silken
thing.
Web.
They're allowed one F-bomb.
You want me to slaughter this man. Psst, got it.
So Silkenweb,
He
who is this guy? Do you know him?
Not yet,
Oh.
this
but
man
he killed my parents.
He killed your
Oh.
parents.
Yup,
That's the guy who burned down your forest.
yup. Which I suppose is a little bit egotistical of me. I don't really think of myself as a divine creature, but you know, whatever.
well, you're not. Yeah. Anyway, my job here is
little
done. The one that you are looking for, their name is Eula, and they are a Goliath.
Oh shit, a Goliath?
Yeah, you remember in the vision they stood well tall above
They
these
were
gold
huge.
You said very
gold
tall,
warriors.
but okay.
Very, very tall. And
Have we heard?
they are no easy feat. They killed a number of very strong guards. I don't know if you're able to kill them, but give it a good crack. Anyway, I'm off to sever more fates.
Jesus.
Okay.
Well, hopefully not, right? Hopefully to find more people innocent.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm just doing the fates work.
Oh my god. Just following orders. This is dark.
Don't say that.
You know, Lady Justice wears a blindfold.
Anyway,
Oh yeah, she does. That's you.
I don't know what you're referencing, but just if you see,
Urine.
Eula.
Oh, sorry. You're in big trouble if we see.
you.
Feces. Are we doing that now?
All right, I'm leaving. But listen, tell Estelar to stop sending so many people into the material world and vice versa. I don't
What?
like it.
And also
Right.
tell him to the opposite.
Well,
No, I know what you mean.
do you
I'm
know
just
what I
joking.
mean?
Yeah.
She pulls out her sword.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's so big. Please put it away.
It's really awkward for you to have to like try and like sheathe it.
I
Like,
have to
the drawing
fly.
is really easy.
Her and the three of them, they disappear in a flash of
So
sunlight.
rude, those guys. You know, I really thought we might get us sleeping.
Right. Well, now we know.
Lobby's like looking through the window. He's like, "Oh, thank God, you're not all evil tyrants."
Not yet.
Think we were?
Did you say the same thing?
Not yet. Oh shit.
Not yet.
Yeah, that wasn't in one of my fates. Oh,
Silkenweb. If
Well,
we see
you did
that,
murder a lot of people in one of your visions.
come see, come sa. Tomato, tomato.
we all
tomato,
murdered
tomato.
people in our visions. You know, that's just what we
It's
do.
fine.
And if we see that urine guy, then you're up first. You're in for revenge to kill him.
Yola.
Yeah. Huh?
Yola.
You're in.
Yeah.
Yola.
You said, yeah, I don't
Yola.
think you understood.
No, I get it.
You see a very small owl is like tweeting around with a letter.
Holy shit! Give me that! Give me that! Give me that! Oh, I've got mail.
It's going for the chimney.
Yeah, it's stuck in the balcony.
We're gonna have to put it down. It's got a broken wing.
It's like,
It wedges free and it flies down, and you grab the letter.
You've been accepted into Hogwarts.
Who's
I've
it
got
addressed
in.
to, Alendi?
oh, I'm sorry, Estelar, but I'm taking this. I'll open it up. I'll read it out.
He's excited already.
You've something extended warranty.
Yes. See, another owl comes with another
I
letter.
just punch that up.
You've never read it.
And it's a pretty curt letter. There's not a lot of floweriness to it. It just is directions to a room in one of the towers of the palace. Come now.
Does he mean just you? Or?
I think, well, we're all going together. We're all in this together.
It says,
We
yeah, it says
are.
it's addressed to all three of you. Actually,
It's
Oh, wait,
addressed
it
to
says down
but
the bottom.
it's
Illumignomy.
it's not addressed to Lobby. Lobby's not.
Yeah, Illumignomy.
We
He
need-
declined.
We
Yeah.
need like a wax seal that has that.
That has a hyper-realistic gnome face on it.
Is there
Like,
enough
wax
time
seals are
for?
normally like really stylistic. This
Yeah.
is just like a really detailed gnome face.
Is there enough time for Bradicus to like go get his stash off Lobby?
Oh yeah, I need to get my drugs.
I thought you flushed it.
Hmm?
I thought you flushed your drugs. Yeah.
You gave the pixie dust directly to Lobby though. You didn't flush
I
that.
did give the pixie
Yeah.
dust
Oh, yeah.
directly to
Yeah,
Lolly.
that's true. Yeah,
might
so
need
you,
the
yeah,
flying
I will
bit.
say how efficient you were with flushing the rest of your
Oh,
stash.
so that's all gone.
It's all gone.
It's
Okay,
all gone.
you,
Done that
you're,
1,000 times.
it's all
Unless
gone.
like some of it
All-
got clogged in like the drain, I definitely go and check.
you go and check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll a luck check to see if some got clogged.
Hell yeah.
A luck
I
check,
use
you
my
say.
net 20. It's a 2.
Yeah, you reach in there, Braddock. Lobby is standing there, like looking at you, like reaching into the toilet, like desperately trying to get even just a small amount of drugs. And he looks at you guys, and he's like, "I didn't realize it had gotten this bad."
At this point, I don't think he functions without being on something.
This
How
is
am I gonna function without being on something?
I don't think he needs it. I think he just wants it. You don't need it, do you?
Bradicus is starting to go
It's
through
like
withdrawals.
sweating, yeah,
Now-
sweating and shivering.
You just have
slightly.
the pixie dust and the tactical tic tac.
Yeah.
It's been 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You're already going through
I want
withdrawal.
Lobby to just give him just something and tell him it's something else.
Huh?
He just gives him Fey baking powder.
He does
drugs.
give you back your pixie dust, but he's like, "All right,
I
now
take a tiny amount, like
use
rub
this-
it into my gums.
use this responsibly." He says, "Now
Immediately after that.
I have been called somewhere by Estelar, so
Oh,
I
nice.
may not see you guys for quite some time. But it's been wonderful to.
I'm sure I'll see you again soon.
Oh, I'm sure, but I mean, last time you said that it was 40 years.
Well, we're going to bump into each other all the time now, though, because we're all, we hang
We
around
work at
this
the
salon.
same office.
We work with the same guy,
True.
Could you actually drop us off at the tower? Is that too much to ask? Do you have your boat here?
I don't have my boat here. It's in the town square. It'd actually be the same amount of distance to walk there as it would be to walk to the palace. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
but one of those
I-
has steps, and I think that's what he's talking about. He's old.
Yeah. You could pick us up.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to. No, sorry, that was rude.
okay, no,
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 it's fine.
Fly us up.
I'll go. I need to go that way anyway. So sure, I'll go and see. You guys just wait in his place, just flicking through some of his tomes.
This was awkward, wasn't it? I shouldn't have asked that.
Oh, it's fine. He's chill.
I feel like you want to end interactions on like a good note, and I feel like I just ended it on like on an awkward note.
To be fair, I think this is a good goodbye time. When he comes back, we go up, we say our last things we gotta say, we
Yeah.
tell him
We should workshop
we hit
this.
his silverware, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Thank you for your hospitality.
We should write a little card.
Oh yeah, okay. I just don't have a oh.
I start rifling through drawers, looking for
Who's got this
a
old
card.
birthday card?
Roll an investigation check.
Gladly. Let's give this one a go. Oh, that's pretty damn good. That's a 23.
Ooh.
You write. You find some. Like drafts of different letters that he had written to potentially send to you. But
It's deep.
decided not to.
Oh God!
He just turned around and
Why
he's
is this one
crying.
labeled? I don't know how to tell you this. It stops.
So yeah, but then you find a blank piece of
Anyway.
paper. What do you write on it?
Thank you so much for your hospitality. Love, cross that out. Thanks. Cross that out. Cheers. Elandy.
Underneath and
Plus Silkenweb,
2 B's.
BB. And then
No,
do you want
one B.
anything here? Do you want to write something in here, Bradicus? Oh, fuck. Sorry. Cross that out.
Not me, no.
Oh, good to see you again.
Good to see you again. Love?
One love heart.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You hear like a honk from
Bradicus.
outside.
Run outside.
You just toss it on the floor. You guys head out. He picks you up, takes you to the palace, and goes to drop you off. There's a tower that has a lot of like circular. I know the address. It's this office through here. Actually, he probably wouldn't appreciate you just coming in through the windows. So,
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Shall we?
Huh?
Shall we go in style as a team?
On
No
three.
need to park the boat.
okay, well, all right. It was lovely to meet you two. Nice to see you again, Bradicus, and good luck on your quest.
I dap him up like before we head out, like so crisp.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry for that really awkward, for asking you to drop us off. I know that was really awkward and put a lot of pressure on you.
No, it's. I'm happy to do it.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
I should-
Thanks for your help.
I should make the most of it actually, because I did receive a letter saying that that there's short supply of boats at the moment, and I may have to give mine up at some point.
You gonna do? Oh, this is your supply of boat. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh no, it's okay.
I thought he was doing. I guess he's stopping the party stuff, so he's not going to have as much to like throw around with the boats.
Well, anyway, it's all right. Nice to see you. Have a good time, and
We
good
left
luck.
you something in your apartment.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Bradicus
Oh,
immediately realizes that sounds like we left him a gift.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
We left-
guys,
it's,
that's
on the
so
back of that
kind.
card.
I can't believe you even knew it was my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, we
remembered
did.
after all
And
this
as a present,
time.
we left you the recipe for how to make an omelet.
No.
You're welcome.
Don't dig the hole deeper.
You left a
Yeah, on the back of that
recipe.
birthday card, I've like written down like how to actually make an
That's
omelet.
interesting. I don't really need
Yours
a
is
recipe
really good.
to.
Oh, it's an old tabaxi
really good
recipe. You
birthday
might not have
omelet.
heard it before.
I
No. It's not that. It's not that. It's a really, really good gift. It's like the best gift you've ever seen.
That's the whole. That's the whole.
No, it's not the omelet thing. It's
oh
a,
my god,
it's a
this
really
is
good gift.
wonderful. Did you get me some of my favorite Eladrin wine?
No.
I can't
Yes.
believe it. I can read you like a book. You did, you son of a bitch.
Okay, we really need to go.
You know what? I need to.
Reassemble.
I can't in good consciousness here. Take some of my gold. I can't in good consciousness.
No,
You
No,
can't-
no, no.
That must
we
have cost you a
insist.
fortune.
We insist. We got a window to go through, guys.
We're gonna
Yeah,
go.
just
One,
please,
two,
just take
three,
some of my gold.
jump.
You guys teleport.
Illuminate away.
Illuminome.
We cut to the interior of this room.
We appear assembled in an elaborate human pyramid.
Kneeling, not standing, just like
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all in different yoga poses.
Let me describe the room.
Illuminome arrived.
Are you sure we're not the Power Rangers? What?
So you enter this room, as you already knew from seeing it from the outside. The walls are covered in these large circular windows, through which owls and various creatures pass back and forth.
Mostly owls.
Delivering
weirdly.
weirdly high
Hey.
amount of owls, delivering letters to a desk in the center. Behind the desk stands a tall man with tiger features. He wears lavish red clothes, a emerald necklace, and smokes from a crooked pipe. This very regal, intimidating figure. It looks like a tiger. And he looks up in surprise, seeing you guys just appear in the center of this very lavish room.
In an
as like a-
elaborate human pyramid as
Yeah.
well.
How does he react to the tiger painted on
Yeah, I
the
was
guest?
just about to
I was just
lean
"Oh."
over and be like, is this a bit racist?
Hard to say.
Do you
think he'll appreciate it?
Do I still look like Lobby?
Now, please don't be mad at me for this. But I am going to say that the charisma boosting effects of the face paint are no longer active.
No!
I know I did say 24 hours, but I'm going to retcon that because I think day-old face paint is not increasing your charisma. I'm going
This is
to put my...
unjust.
I
I was promised good 24 hours
did
on
24
this.
hours.
I
Changing
spent
it to-
50 gold
can't
on
take
this.
That's
Right.
right. Where's the
We paid
refund?
money for
Yeah,
this.
Give us the
I
money
want to
back.
speak to the
Yeah,
manager.
are we getting
Changing it.
refunded?
Oh.
You can take it up with the Eladrin that you
I'm
met.
taking
we
it up
will.
with you.
No. But
Maybe
yeah,
we can
so
get
yeah,
some wine off him and send it to lobbies, while we're...
the face paint is smearing off. I'm gonna get slaughtered in the comments
Yeah.
for sure, but I don't care.
You're being slaughtered here and now.
Yeah, I don't care.
You know what?
mad.
Like, hey, maybe he'll make
I'm
it up
doing
to
it.
us.
I don't think he will.
Yeah, so yeah, there's this like this beautiful regal tiger with this pipe. Interesting approach.
We could teleport from across the city.
Hey,
It definitely wasn't. We weren't just hovering 30 feet outside the window.
No narwhals.
This is a
involved.
powerful ability that we all share.
I'm sure it's
Less is
very
more.
powerful. You see, he looks kind of disgusted to see you guys.
Rolled.
No, I am Estelar's head planner.
Do you do
Oh.
accounting?
A party planner?
Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
Do you do accounting?
Mm,
Like managing the finances of the parties and such?
yes, I
Cool.
do.
I paid a lot of money for this face paint. I was promised 24 hours with it.
I think it's still working.
Was it for official party business?
Yes.
Because I can get you reimbursed if
Yes.
it was.
Definitively, yes.
But you need a receipt.
I can read your soul like a book boy.
You know that I'm right. You know that extra planar powers promised me 24 hours and I was denied it.
Submit a request and I'll see what I can do.
Send me the form.
You see, as
Tom,
he's
I think you might have missed a career in law there.
Yeah, Bradicus writes a detailed letter. Like he fills out this form with fury.
yeah, he hands you this form and
In triplicate.
and a quill.
Yeah, Bradicus puts more effort into this than literally any exam he did.
He looks it through and he goes, You'll receive your 5 gold within the next 30 working days.
Perfect.
Now, time does work different here, so keep that in mind.
Cool. So anywhere between now and the next 30 years,
And when you don't expect it, and then one day you're like,
I'll just find 5 gold in my pocket.
Now, I have been tasked with ensuring your return to the material plane and planning a safe exit from the Underdark for you all.
To do it in style.
Of course, as is always his way.
That's awesome.
Does your plan include providing some of this fragona to Mrs. Cranberry,
Oh, yeah.
to whom we promised some,
We need to get
Mrs.
back to that little
Cranberry.
moth village.
or
Miss-
just give her, make sure she gets some,
Yeah.
so
we
the
don't
Fae
need to
can
go
go
back to the
about more
Moth
easily than
Village.
we can.
Send an owl with a little bit of that.
Yeah, that'll work out.
Do you have a bit?
He looks distastefully at you, but he does snap his fingers, and an owl comes. He holds his hand out for the frogona.
yeah, we get like a piece, right?
Do
we have some left.
we have like a
A bit
third left or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have some left.
We have
I
some,
knew that
'cause
we
promised
caught
it to more
too
than one.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
yeah,
have
he-
some for
Promise it
us
to?
and some for her.
He takes this this piece. He looks at it
To show
and
it, right?
hands it to this owl, and an owl flies out of one of these one of these windows, and as it does, a portal appears in the window and it disappears.
Neat.
Oh, that's awesome.
Does the transportation back to the material plane come with choreography training?
It does not. That is something that you would have to take up in your own time.
Do you take like advice or like tips on how to do this? Because I've got a great idea for how to get us back.
Oh, we've got a whole plan sorted.
Yeah.
I do not take
We have a set.
advice or plans.
When we go back, do you have to put us back where you got us? Or can you just put us back somewhere else on the material plane?
No, I have to put you back where we are in the material plane.
What do you mean where we are?
The Fae is an echo, a
parallel.
reflection of your world.
Oh, so high up in the sky.
No,
Down
it's
low
like
on the ground?
Down low underground.
Wait.
so where we are, like you can access it from anywhere, but where we are happens to be underground.
Are we underground in the Fae?
You are in winter in the Fae.
Which is like down below underground.
You could look at it that way.
Oh,
If we were to dig up,
right now,
In
we
the
get
Fae.
to summer.
Perhaps.
perhaps.
There are a great many
What if we go
courts.
west? Really far.
Listen, I don't have time for this.
What if we go west for roughly 16 kilometers, then take a sharp right turn?
Would you like me to send you west roughly 16 kilometers to
What
take
about
a
if we
sharp,
do all of
sharp
that
right
in a
turn?
In a boat.
Oh, yeah. Can we get sent in a boat?
That was the other thing I was told to.
Yes!
Meanwhile, Lobby's house is but just gone.
I was
Featherfall.
told to plan for you a boat upon your next
Plan a boat.
visit to the Fae.
Oh, when we next come back.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it's only useful in the Fae?
You are able to do with it what you want once
Oh, sick.
Once
it
it's
is
been planned.
yours. Once it has been planned.
So that's locked
Yes.
in. Can I have that in writing? Do you have that in writing?
I do have that in writing.
Can I
Would you
get
like a copy?
Yes, please.
Yes. He hands you a duplicate of this letter that Estella sent.
Oh, fuck
Tight.
yeah. Oh,
It says,
yeah.
Okay. So what's the plan, Planner? We go back to the Underdark and then how do we get out? Can you tell us?
He gestures to this large, effectively, it's a large crystal ball. It's about the size of a table. And he moves his hand over it. It's got like water pooling and wrapping around it.
Ooh.
And the water parts to reveal a vision, as you would see in a normal crystal ball, one that can scry.
A typical crystal ball.
Yeah. And you see a vision of the Underdark. And
Black.
there is it's just
Nothing.
black. No, you can
Guess
see.
he doesn't have a source of light in there.
He says, can I, he's fiddling with the brightness.
Yeah, that's
I'm
awesome.
terrible with
Increase the
technology. I
contrast.
hate this. I prefer owls and paper and parchments.
If it makes you feel any better, it's not you. That's what it looks like.
Wait, I think this cable goes in here.
Okay,
This is
see,
like
there's like
sparks.
this. There's like these
Alandy,
runes.
I need you to help with this.
Oh, yeah. It's
No,
HDMI,
I can.
HDMI 3. Is
Yeah.
what
I
it's
can
called.
figure it out.
The yellow one goes in the yellow socket, the red
Yeah.
one in the red socket.
I know what I'm doing. You see, he like growls at you like a tiger.
Can I swing up to him? Because, like,
Whoa!
I'm like,
these
look,
like
cousin,
crazy eyes.
cousin.
We are not the same.
Whoa!
We're more closely related than either of these guys. Yeah?
He turns to this vision, and you see in it a group of drow. These elven people. They have dark purple skin. They have these this armor that looks like oxidized copper. It's like kind of green. And they are wrestling with this. You see, there's one that looks to be a spellcaster, and they are wrestling with this animal. It's called a wind ram. It looks like a cross between. It has like kind of shaggy hair and these big like goat's horns. and it's like very big. It's like the size of like a bus, or maybe a bit smaller, maybe a mini bus. Yeah, a van. Yeah, it looks like dirty, scratched up, bleeding. It looks like panicked, and it goes to try to fly away. You can see that it can fly, and these webs extend from this mage's staff and like encase it and start like dragging it back to the ground. He stops the vision and he says, "This Windram could very well be your ticket out of the Underdark, so long as you are able to help it fast enough for it to help you."
All right. Teleport us right on top of those those suckers. I
In style.
Almost said motherfuckers.
Don't use your one F-bomb.
You will be arriving nearby. You will have to make your way through the caves to their
If
location.
we're going to arrive in style, how is anyone going to see?
You will have to come up with your own style.
You're a planner. This is what you're meant to do.
Roll.
He's not a stylist.
Actually,
And you call yourself a planner.
he looks at you,
Poorly planned.
and you see recognition in his eyes.
Oh no.
He hadn't.
And I said no.
He knows your party planning from the material round.
He hadn't really considered you. He hadn't really looked at you until this point.
He looks past the face paint for the first time.
He looks past the face paint for the first time now that you've sort of antagonized him.
The man behind the
And then he smiles. "I recognize you. I sent
Don't owe you money.
scouts to you.
Oh.
I had heard of the great Bradicus the Rad, and I thought perhaps he might be befitting of a planner or perhaps one of the great party animals."
Oh. Did you turn down a job, Bradicus? I never knew that.
I mean, I remember getting a lot of letters by owls.
The scouts reported back to me that you lacked the creativity and desire to entertain that a true planner has. That you were one of only hedonism and not the makings of a great party planner. But
Your words cut me so deep.
But he said that there was another at the university who did.
My
Perhaps,
evil twin.
perhaps they made the right choice because Delilah has been making a great seeker here.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Bradicus, they chose Delilah over you. That must really hurt.
To rub it in.
Are you okay?
A great party is about more than simply excess, Bradicus. It is about wit and craft as well. You would do well to remember that.
Not much wit and craft and sending us into a dark
What was
corridor.
that?
Send not much wit and craft into a dark corridor.
Get in the portal. Says he opens up a portal. Go through the portal before I change my mind. You should count yourself lucky I don't have you fired.
What? Why me?
Before we go in, are we all going to head in?
Yeah.
We're heading in?
Mhm.
As Bradicus makes his way in,
Yeah.
he's going to look at this guy square in the eyes. And it's
Yes.
going to be like, keep an eye on that crystal ball, motherfucker. I'll show you an entrance. Flip him off and jump backwards into the portal.
And you guys.
Whoa!
Just standing on the ground.
You're in this cave. You're in this cave in the Underdark. Suddenly, like this kind of clarity that has been eluding you for the last ever since you've been in the Fae. It's felt like this sort of malleable, dream-like state, and now you feel, sharp again.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Ugh. The model realm.
Oh, I want to go back.
Yeah.
Hold on. Does anyone
This
have
is lame.
you don't have a light?
Noise.
Chuck on my rave glasses.
Nice.
And I'm going to cast light
Nice.
on my glasses.
Yeah.
Blinding myself
It's
instantly.
so hard to see, yeah.
Oh.
Well, when you do that, I'm just gonna start pulling the finger in like upwards.
yeah,
At an angle.
I do the same thing. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Let me see what spells he has.
And I'm just going like that. Silkenweb's just shading her eyes like.
Dream and sends us terrible nightmares.
Your guy is so embarrassing.
Bradicus, are you okay? That must really hurt having him say that, especially since you took a lot of pride in partying, and that was the one thing that they were looking for, someone good at partying.
Yeah, and I'm gonna show them that they fucked up.
Yeah, Bradicus, you feel like you don't know what this feeling is, but it's like a fire burning in your chest.
Yeah.
It's like this weird sensation that like you've never felt before.
It's ambition.
Ambition, yeah. For the first time in his life, Bradicus wants to actually do something.
I want him to appear visibly younger because of it.
Just like the wrinkles fade for a moment.
Yeah.
Maybe partying wasn't what they're looking for, because I got a job like straight away, and I've never partied. Like, I've never like done any party related things really. So maybe it's not like partying that they look for.
Let's go fuck up some ground.
He's so angry. So you guys,
I swish my cloak angrily.
yeah, Bradicus is filled with like you've never seen him so driven. Like such a
Full
sense
of
of
righteous
purpose.
fury. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Silkenweb is kind of the same for you, right? You kind of feel this righteous fury as well. Like you know who killed your parents, who wiped out your village,
It's
and
real.
you have a mandate to kill them.
It's a zeal, baby.
Heal.
Yeah.
We're filled with righteous fury.
And I know I'm going to get a boat
Yeah.
next time I go to the Fae.
So you're motivated to get back. You
I
know?
have that in writing.
Yeah.
You're like,
You hold like a contract proudly.
Holy paper.
Yeah.
Says,
Yeah.
I owe you one boat.
Yeah. Fantastic. So yeah, you guys set off down this cave system. It takes you a little bit of time, but eventually you get to the point that you recognize.
I don't want to go all the way.
It's on this, huh?
I don't want to go all the way. I don't want to just rush right in there willy nilly. This is an opportunity to add flair, to add drama.
Well, so you look over
Drama?
and you can see that you see this spot that you recognize. See this like subterranean river kind of running along it, and it looks like from sort of the clear sides. Yes, they have moved on already.
Don't suppose any of you are good at tracking.
There's not really a lot of different ways one could go, so you imagine they probably have gone down this river further down this cave.
If only we had a boat.
Only.
Only.
All right,
Let's follow the river.
let's follow it.
bitches.
And should we? Can you guys see in the dark? Because I can. Because I'm a angel man.
I have pretty
Sorry.
good dark vision, but it's not see in the dark.
I got these really bright glasses on.
Oh wait, actually, I think I
And to be
can't see in the
completely
dark.
honest, it doesn't really improve my vision that much. Like seeing through the glare, like squinting through the glare.
Your eyes hurt.
Yeah, it's kind of painful. But if I close my eyes, it's bright enough that I could still kind of make things out through my eyelids.
If you put them on top of your head,
No,
they
I would
shine
look,
down?
I would look dumb and lame if I did that.
what if you're in the front and then no one can see your face?
I gotta look cool.
How are you guys proceeding? Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you
How
just
deep
trying
is
to be
this river?
fast?
Is this like just like a river we
Ooh.
could just like splash down?
Or
Or are we talking like a raging torrent?
It's not raging. It's pretty. It's not fast moving, but it is deep-ish.
It's not like something we have to swim.
May
no,
I
you-
scout ahead with stealth?
Yeah, you can move stealthily or you can move quickly. If you wanted to like kind of zoom ahead of the others, you probably wouldn't be going super stealthy unless you guys stopped and sort of waited here.
What do you want to do? Because I've got because stealth and being dex, and I've got
Yeah.
so many dex modifiers.
You can sneak ahead, and we can use the earring because it has a range of 100 feet, right?
100 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can stay 100 feet ahead of us and kind of report, and we'll keep in touch with that.
Okay.
Like on the walkie-talkies every so
Seems
often.
good. Because that's
Yeah.
outside
So-
of the range of the
Do I need
light
to
as
roll
well, the
anything?
illumination.
Yeah.
Not at the moment, no.
Okay,
So you guys keep going down this cave. Silkenweb, you get to the end of this cave and it emerges into this large cavern. And it's filled with these like massive dead trees that like extend up into this gloom. And kind of looking ahead, you can see that there are like these massive spider webs connecting these trees in the distance. You see movement amongst them. Pretty close in front of you, moving a little slower than you guys, is this drow boat, flanked on either side by these massive daddy long leg spiders. Their legs sticking out of the water like stilts. There's two of them, both ridden by a drow. And you can
Is
sort
it
of...
just two drow and their spiders? Or is it like a team?
You can see on the boat that there looks to be a crew of, maybe close to 10 or so. And you know from the vision that you saw that one of them was a relatively powerful caster. And this, they're sort of very slowly making their way down the stream. And you can see on the boat, wrapped up in web, is this wind ram. You don't know what they're planning on doing to it.
Do we know anything about the drow or like what they're like? Like, are they?
Yeah, you can all roll history checks if you'd like.
Ooh, I would love to roll a little bit of history.
I got a 13.
I got a 5.
Does the face paint help?
You got a
Does
7.
the face paint help, Zed?
Because you said it stopped with the persuasion.
But surely with the history,
Yeah.
it continues to be effective.
Yeah, so the face paint doesn't give you advantage, but does give you like a plus 12, I'd say.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
that seems
it's
reasonable
like 20,
to me.
29.
So 17.
19.
That seems reasonable.
Silkenweb, you've never heard of the drow. Neither have you, Bradicus. You probably were taught about it at university and just weren't there.
No, I hadn't chopped that class.
But Elandi, you would know a little bit. Potentially, you would have learnt about it from your wife, who is Elven. The drow used to be elves, but were cursed. And the drow typically live in the Underdark, the place of forgotten things. And they tend to be cruel and sadistic, a little bit crazy, and hedonistic.
They're crazy and they love to party.
And you know that they worship a spider god. They love spiders. That's kind of their deal.
Okay, guys, the down low is these guys. The D low on the D row, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey.
They're basically...
Very good.
Thanks. They're basically really bad, and they love spiders.
Huh.
Yeah.
Bad, you said?
I think they're generally bad, but, you know, just like goblins are bad, there's an
Goblins
occasional...
are the worst.
There's an occasional good one, like Bick.
No.
You know, I
No.
do have somewhat of an affinity for spiders myself.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think Silkenweb refers to?
So we could try diplomacy, or we could capsize that boat.
I'm just thinking I'll just go get one of those spiders.
Or we could try ride those spiders.
Yeah.
Well, what do you say? Maybe we could start with... Do you have a plan, Bradicus? I see you're going into your tank.
You see the boat is sort of slowly sailing further away.
Oh, no, we're keeping up.
Yeah.
We're not just stopping. This is in our minds.
Oh, in
Are
your
there any-
mind
We're having a
palace.
cool mind palace conversation.
Are there any, like, plants anywhere?
Are there any plants anywhere? Simply
There,
anywhere.
there's these like massive trees.
Anywhere
on
on
the
the material plane.
Big trees.
be
Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
But they're in the river, and the spiders are walking in the river?
the spiders have these like super long legs, and like they're
yeah.
like
'Cause they're
daddy,
daddy
long
long
legs.
legs.
Yeah. And so they're walking in the river, but the river is too deep. Would probably be too deep for you guys to stand in. But these spiders have these long legs.
Would you be able to do something with the distraction, Bradicus?
I think I could produce some kind of distraction.
Or we could capsize the boat. That's the other option.
I've got an idea.
All right.
All right, what's
I'm
your
listening.
idea, Bradicus?
You feel the gaze of the Delanos
For the audience,
on
the
you.
lights just changed.
that bastard. Okay, are we going to commit to getting into this then?
You'll have
Yeah.
to commit to something pretty soon because
Yeah.
there's like a bit of a time limit.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
let's get into
You also
it.
know they're
Yeah.
heading into a forest that will
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
contain
yeah.
more of these spiders.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I get it, actually. I understand, actually. I just need to make sure I've got my spells right so I don't fuck this up.
Silkenweb, would you like to try and get like a better view? Roll a perception check.
21.
21, awesome. Okay, so I'll give you a really. I'll say that you use your slippers of spider climb to maybe scale one of the trees and get a slightly higher vantage. You can see that. So there's these two massive spiders on either side, ridden by drow. The drow have bows and blades. You see, there's 8 more drow on the boat. All with bows and these like cruel-looking hooked blades, and this kind of like old, pretty shitty-looking armor. On the boat, you see that there are 2 of the moth people that you met at that village in these like circular metal cages.
No.
And you see that the wind ram is completely wrapped up in this like thick web. You might have to put some effort into cutting through it.
Okay.
And the metal cages look relatively sturdy, but not as strong as the web. And you see this drow woman with this like long like whip, this long like cruel looking whip, bossing people around.
So we got Windrum and Thick Web, 2 moth people in cages.
In cages.
Drow. How many drow with
8 normal drow.
8 normal
2
drows.
drow riding spiders. And 1 priestess.
Bradicus, look at this. Okay, Bradic, are you watching? And I'm gonna turn myself into a drow.
Whoa!
See, look
Holy
at that.
shit.
So I'm assuming that Bradicus is what he's planning is a distraction. What
Yeah,
are you 2
big
planning
distraction.
on doing?
Yeah,
You're
basically
playing
my
distraction.
Yeah.
A distraction.
Yeah, my plan is I'm gonna hit him hard with something that's hopefully gonna leave him dazed and confused.
While you do the distraction, Bradicus, I go in with my feathered blade to try and release the Windrum. But what can we do about the moth people? Do we want to get them out of here too? Do you think they could help us get the Windrum if we got them out first?
You see the moth people like, oh,
Oh, we gotta say
That
that.
is a sound of intense distress from them.
Oh no.
I don't think they're
see
capable
a-
of very much
and
emotion.
Drow goes, quiet, you sniveling little little moth.
Oh,
Those
wait.
guys suck.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to try get onto that boat, disguised as a drow in the midst of the confusion. So if you want to also get up and close, then that might be a good thing to do.
So you guys are gonna. It seems like
versus a
you guys are
drow.
gonna get like go in and engage, but like
Yeah.
trying to stealth.
Yeah.
And you're causing a distraction.
Oh yeah.
Cool. So, are you guys ready?
I want.
oh,
Yeah. So there's just like one tiny bit of setup that I need to do in order
Okay.
to make this work. Before we get into the very first round of combat, I want to just ahead of where the boats are heading to. So just in the darkness a little bit.
Yep.
This has got 120 foot range. I want to produce a fog cloud.
Cool.
Does that inhibit what we're doing at all? Okay.
No, so this is not going to be on them. It's going to be ahead of them as they approach. So they're going to be if they continue on their trajectory, they're just going to be making their way onto this fog cloud, into this fog cloud, essentially.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome.
Um,
Oh yeah.
do we know what material the cage, the moth cages are made of?
It looks like a rusty iron.
A rusted iron.
You can't from where you are. You can't quite see. You
Yeah.
know, like the workings of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disguise myself as close as possible to one of the drow that is on the boat,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna get my detect magic going as well. Eyes just like flash, like
Okay. Cool.
just have that on. Ready
Sweet.
to go. Ready to fucking party.
All right. Okay. So you guys are ready. You guys are approaching
Yeah.
the boat from behind. And how close do you get before? How close do you need to get before you do what you're about to do?
I need to be within 60 feet of the boat
Okay,
in
cool.
order for this to work. Before I even start emerging, before I even commit to that, I just need to find this spell. Just making sure that. Okay, yeah. So.
Okay, what does Bradicus do?
So as I've got 120 feet, so like from quite a distance, like hit the fog cloud. Fog cloud kind of like
Yeah.
extends out. Maybe they like start approaching it a little bit, and then they might using their superior dark vision. These drow, they see the fog cloud kind of emerging in the distance. They're
Yeah.
like, what's going on here? What's all this? I want to summon up a minor illusion, which allows me to create sound, loud sound. And I also, at the same time as the minor illusion, I also want to use some of my hit points to also cast Prestidigitation.
Oh, nice! You feel
So-
a pinch in your beard on your face, and this is this surge of extra energy.
I'm gonna use the free power that I have.
Yeah.
this kind of sourceless free wealth of power that I suddenly have
You
acquired.
tap into it.
I tap into it.
We still have temporary HP too, don't we?
You do all
we
still
do.
have temporary
That's
HP,
great.
yeah.
That's very helpful actually.
You up?
But so I'm casting one as a regular action, one as a bonus action. The regular action is going to be the bonus action is going to be the Prestidigitation. It's going to fill the air with music, which it's allowed to do. That music is of course dubstep.
They go,
Yes, of
what
course.
the?
Starting faint, but growing slightly.
What is that?
Like a slowly build. It's not like heavy. We're not going hard yet. It's like a slow build up from like a distance, like this bassy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then using minor illusion to cast out my voice. There's going to be this echo throughout the cave.
Ladies and gentlemen, for a once-in-a-lifetime party experience, the great Bradicus the Rad returns for his boiler set!
And kicking
What?
off combat,
On Earth.
I would like to emerge, encased in Prestidigitation, encased with my cool light glasses, emerge from the banks of the river. The dubstep grows louder. I'm gonna level my staff, and I'm gonna be like, "Let the party begin!" And doing ye oldie fashioned bonus action cantrip using more hit points.
Yeah.
On top of, to make it a bonus action, I would like to cast Firebolt. I don't want to cast
Nice.
it at anyone.
Uh-huh.
I want to cast it at the boat,
At the boat.
or the vague vicinity of the boat. Firebolt says that it can light things on fire. It's got 120 foot range. Flammable objects hit by the spell ignite if they aren't being worn or carried.
Okay.
I don't want to light the whole thing on fire.
Here's what-
Spiderweb is flammable.
Hmm?
Spiderweb is flammable.
Oh,
Yeah.
spiderweb is flammable.
The firebolt catches alight the prow of this boat.
Well, that's the bonus action.
Yes. Okay. You're
So
not
the-
done.
No,
Okay, keep going.
no. The smoke is gathering in, the dubstep's increasing, the echoing voice of Bradicus, and a small fire.
There's this like this.
Yeah,
it's like
a little
smolder.
firework. This
Yeah.
firework comes out from the darkness.
Yeah. A bunch of these drow look.
There's a pause in the step. And in that moment, we're going to cast pyrotechnics upon the flame. And I would like to light this place up with a dazzling display of fireworks that just burst out from this boat.
What is Bradicus thinking and feeling in this moment in the fog as he sets all of this up and then finally casts pyrotechnics?
This is definitely a moment where Bradicus, he not only he wants to stick it to party planner McFuckhead up there, up in the sky, watching
Yeah.
him, the god of party planning.
You feel
of
him
sorts.
like over your
Oh,
shoulder.
that bastard! I want to show him what's for. But Bradicus also desperately wants to earn the title, the Rad.
this spark of pyrotechnics fires out towards the boat, and that is where we will end our session.
Beautiful.
Oh
Awesome.
man,
Ooh.
good sesh. I love that. I can feel that energy coming from Bradicus, and I love it.
Bradicus is he's thrilled to start himself a party.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Good signature display.
Giddy, giddy, giddy,
Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, you pyrotechnics. You're
doing a
using it.
thing.
You're getting your money's worth out of it.
Yeah.
I just looked. So spiderweb is it kind of smolders and like smoke burns a little, so it kind of melts like polyester thread.
Is this
Apparently,
in real life?
yeah. I googled it. So that's actually not bad for this because it might melt what's around.
Well,
Well,
I think
burning it to death would be bad. But
yeah, so it's not going to go up in flames. It
I
might just
will-
kind of disintegrate.
I
it.
will say, I mean, a little bit metagaming, but web is vulnerable to fire damage in.
I think it also
D&D.
specifically says that if it's lit on fire, it does extra damage. I think the web spell
Yeah.
specifically says that it is a fire thing.
Yeah, no, web in D&D is like fire is a good solution for it.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Well, it
Yeah.
also like the spell is kind of implied to be a setup for fire damage.
Yeah.
In this
like
context,
mechanically, it's good.
It would be efficient at like just releasing the bindings on the windrum, regardless of how like violent the fire was. We're assuming it wouldn't be too much, eh? Like for our purposes, we just want it to be not there anymore, right?
You'll have to
See how we go.
give it a go, give it a crack. I mean, because I will say that the wind ram is
Interesting.
also kind of flammable, but
Is it?
you know,
Yeah.
Because you know, sheep's wool is not really flammable, and this is not quite a sheep.
After a quick dip in the river, it would be
Interesting.
flammable.
Yeah, when the
it'll
boat-
be fine.
Probably
Sink.
capsize
Sure.
that boat.
It'll be.
but I know that
fine.
whenever I put my hand in water and then sort of shove it in the fire, it feels good.
fixes
Oh
it.
yeah, I saw
Yeah.
Mythbusters did a thing. I think they used like molten metal.
Oh,
and so they put a wet hand in molten metal, and it
Yeah.
causes the
What?
water to superheat
Yeah.
and form an air layer around you, and you don't burn.
an insulating layer, as long as
Yes.
you're fast.
Yeah, it's gotta be real
that's
fast.
Yeah.
crazy. What a good show. Anyway, thank you so much for listening, everybody. That was cool. That was fun. I am excited to see. I'm
as
excited
hell.
for this combat.
That's
next
right.
session.
The Leidenfrost effect. That's
Please listen to the share word of mouth. Share the podcast. Tell your friends. What else? Give us a review. You know, rate the show.
Yeah,
do
give
the
us
polls
great
on
reviews.
Spotify. And you can email us at deadbeatdnd@gmail.com.
Send us your spam.
Yeah, send us your spam. And also, you know, tell us what you think of the podcast. You know, if you send something, there's a pretty good chance that we'll read it out on the podcast. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
I'll never read that out.
Torben won't.
Torben
I
refuses.
refuse.
I
Torben
reckon we
does
can
refuse.
force him.
Maybe someone can ask me how my day is for once.
No.
We did that already outside.
You don't deserve
on
it,
the
I
way
think.
Cool. Well, shall we say goodnight to all the dads out there?
Oh, we gotta say goodnight to the dads.
Yeah.
Good
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 night.
night, dads. Just a show of hands, have you had an omelette like that in your life?
Yeah.
No,
I've-
thankfully.
I have
I
had a
have
terrible omelet.
made
and
one. It
made
made
one
me
myself,
stop.
yeah.
I used to.
It made you stop.
It made me stop making omelets because I made a super quick aside, but I made I used to be like, I used to make omelets a lot, and I used to be like pretty good at making omelets, specifically omelets. And I had this girl over, and I was like, I'll make them an omelet in the morning as like a cool guy move.
That's a
And
bad start to this story.
Worst omelet I've ever made in my entire life. Like truly, it was that exact thing. It was like burnt. It was like watery. It was like actually inedible.
Did
like,
you just make another one? Like, surely you would have noticed and not served it, or did you commit to serving it? You were like, "This is fucked," but you know what?
Yeah.
I was
I've
like,
only got so many eggs.
listen, I'm not actually a good guy. I'm just trying to pretend to be one, and it didn't go well.
This
so-
omelet is proof of this.
Yeah,
She was like, I can fix him.
yeah, exactly.
I can teach him to make an omelet.
That was a Bass Jump Comedy original. It's cooked.